This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, so good morning again, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to this month's Rise and Shine Economic Development Speaker Series. We're joined by Mr. Eric Wright with the Etowah County Extension Office to come and speak about some of the programs they have at the Extension Office and what they do over there. So Eric, thank you so much. I know Eric's on the camera over there if you see him. So you guys can hear him just fine, and the slides look to be working just fine. So Eric, if you want to unmute yourself and take it away, I will turn my camera on.
All right, thanks so much, Will. I appreciate the opportunity to come and talk to this room full of people here. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but it's just Will and I right now. But I'm excited to be able to tell you about some of the programs we have with the Extension Office and some exciting opportunities coming up that I think are going to be a good partnership between us and the Chamber. And yeah, I want to let people know about some of the things we have going on that you might not know about. So like Will said, I'm the extension coordinator or the county coordinator for our office. Our office is actually in Gadsden. There's a county office in every county in the state. So there's 67 offices in our state that deliver programming as part of the land grant mission. And we're back, getting in and out of this. There we go. Still going. Okay, great. So the mission of Extension, historically, people associate Extension with agriculture and agriculture information, and that's sort of those are our roots. Pardon the pun there. But we're an outreach organization from the land grant universities in the state. We're directly connected to Auburn and Alabama A&M, and we have a connection with Tuskegee as well. So we develop and deliver programs that are research-based, without bias or anything. They're just strictly education and research-based, and they have a connection to every program basically at either Auburn or A&M. And so we also have a whole cadre of agents across the state, and now in a regional fashion where they kind of cover a broad area. But they're really highly sophisticated education programs that a lot of our regional agents are PhDs, have very specific expertise in their very niche area, and so you're able to get really great information from them. And we also work and provide partnerships with all the agencies in our counties. So that's what I'm here to do. That's my job, is sort of connect our programs with the public and with you and with other agencies. So. Our programs, like I said, traditionally started with agriculture, but we've branched out and in an effort to remain relevant with the public. Etowah County is a county of over 100,000 people with only 525 square miles. So by definition, according to Extension, we're an urban county. So we have access to a lot of really great urban programming, or what they call non-traditional programming. So it really runs the gamut from the best way to grow row crops and livestock, to the best way to formulate a home budget, or to eat healthy, and how to exercise in a healthy way that's going to give you healthy outcomes in your health. So the goal is to be sort of flexible and adaptable to whatever the societal, whatever the community needs. So one of the really cool things about Extension is how big our footprint is. Because we have offices in every county, we're able to help 1 in 3 Alabamians. And so, and that, like I said before, that ranges from wildlife and natural resources programming. I just had a column, if you read the Gadsden Times, there's a column today about a series of turkey hunting workshops that helps folks that are interested in turkey hunting learn the best ways to do all that. That's something I had no idea Extension did before I started. But there's a whole lot of folks who like to hunt turkeys. That's been a really popular, hunting in general has been really popular right now during COVID, because you can actually get outside and, like, not have to wear a mask all the time. And I don't know about you, but I don't think I could run a turkey call while wearing a mask. So that's been an interesting thing. We've heard a demand for that. And so we had someone down in, I think, Pickens County, developed a whole program based on webinars for turkey hunting. And so now that programming is going out across the state. We also have 4-H. That's one of our flagship programs, and we have a really great 4-H program here. 4-H reaches 3,500 kids in Etowah County. I don't know that I can tell you of another youth programming or youth-based program that reaches 3,500 kids in Etowah County, except for Etowah County schools or Gadsden City schools. And all these kids learn leadership skills and different workforce skills that are going to help them have better careers and improve lives in their community. And some of that is based on sort of agricultural projects. We have the pig squeal going on right now, and so we'll have an auction coming up soon. We had, I think, 23 kids get 2 feeder pigs they picked them up, I guess, on MLK Day, and they're going to raise those pigs and they'll bring them to an auction and they'll make some money. But along the way, they're going to have to document how they raise those pigs and learn about the process of feeding them and watering them and keeping them healthy and vaccinated. But also they're going to have to keep track of how much money they spent on feed and all these things and treat it like a business so that they know whether they're making money or not, and kind of learning that sort of those basic entrepreneurial skills. So there's just a lot of aspects to our programming that reaches, we reach 1 in 3 Alabamians, and I really think we have the potential to reach every single person in our state. So I've told you a lot about the big picture about the state programs, but we have a local office, and that's what's really important and unique. By law, we're obligated to have, by federal law, by act of Congress, we have to have an office in every county, in every state. I think out west, they might fudge a little bit with some of those places where there are only 17 people live in each county, but in every county, you have an extension office, and we have about 10 folks housed in our office, and our office is over at 3200 West Meagan. If you've been to the Etowah County Board of Education, then you've been right by our office at the Etowah County Annex building. So we're out there and we're open every day. We're Monday through Friday, and we have some folks who you come in and they can help you find out information about whatever program you're interested in. We've got a whole room full of publications and circulars about everything from money management, financial management, to how to grow the best roses and make your neighbors jealous. So we have all sorts of stuff like that, and we bring in folks from outside of our county to deliver programming and do all that. We're really fortunate to have a couple of regional agents that are housed in our office. And these are folks who cover, I think, an 8 or 9 county area, but they actually set up in our office. So the food safety and quality agent. And so her name's Christy Mendoza. She teaches a lot of ServSafe classes. So if you think about the economic impact and economic development, every restaurant and every food service facility in our county, they have to have ServSafe trained folks. And so she provides that training at, I believe, well below market cost if you were to go get it privately. So we have people coming in all the time to do that. She teaches about the cottage food law for folks who want to start a small business. And there's a special Alabama law where they can make food at home that's non-hazardous. There's a whole set of rules about it, but they don't have to go through all the same health and legal requirements as everybody else. So that cottage food law, she teaches classes on that, and teaches a lot of stuff through those programs. She teaches canning and food safety workshops, and is able to provide a lot of programming right here. We also have a commercial horticulture agent who supports all the vegetable and fruit growers and anyone involved in commercial horticulture in our community, helps them with irrigation and all sorts of anything else that comes up. If they've got a pest problem or what have you. His name is Eric Shavy, which causes a little bit of confusion. So if you call for Eric, you might get one or both of us. So, but we'll be sure to get you in the right direction. We also have 2 nutrition educators in our office, which I'm really proud of. As I mentioned before, we are, because we're qualified as Urban County, we have a couple of additional programs that some folks that don't have as many folks might not have. And so we have educators with the SNAP program, which is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. And so we have our SNAP educator is Karen, and she goes into schools and she teaches a body quest program to every third grader who will listen, basically, and teaches them about healthy food outcomes or healthy food eating, and promotes healthy food outcomes. We also have an FNEP educator, which is the Expanded Food Nutrition Education Program. Did my audio blinked for a second? Okay, I'm back. In our FNEP program, she teaches some teen cuisine programs. She has a program that we're recruiting for right now that helps moms learn about the nutrition outcomes that are important and how to eat healthy when they're pregnant, so that their babies have a better chance of thriving and doing well. So I also have, as I mentioned before, 4-H. We have a really vibrant 4-H program that reaches all sorts of kids with all sorts of programs and encourages leadership and sort of just kind of a curiosity and exploration of all sorts of different things. They have everything from the Alabama Water Watch Club, where they go and test water in Black Creek and a couple other places for contaminants and pollutants. And they also have shooting sports clubs where they practice archery and shotgun and learn those marksmanship skills. So we're also really fortunate in Etowah County to have a really great Master Gardener program. I'm sure most everybody knows about the Master Gardener program or has gone out to their sale, which is coming up. I'll leave the advertising to them on that one so I don't get the dates wrong, but they're getting ready to crank up out there. But that's a great volunteer program, and it's not just about folks learning gardening skills, but they actually provide a valuable volunteer resource in our community. You'll see them up at Nakalula Falls working on the botanical gardens and in the walkways and the plantings up there. And you'll also see them, I think they've helped with the Habitat for Humanity houses, where they've planted shrubs and stuff around those new houses, so that they look their best as they get someone ready to move in. So those are just some of the local programs we have that are just available all the time. We also have a variety of special programs that kind of come and go as needed. You've probably seen we're having an invasive plant workshop where we're going to have some folks come and tell you how to get rid of privet and kudzu and everything else, which I know I'm looking forward to finally kind of figuring out how to get a handle on some of that stuff that tries to take over our yard. And we also have the Farmers Market Senior Nutrition Food Voucher Program, where if you guys have ever been to one of our local farmers markets, you know that there are certain categories of folks who can qualify for vouchers, where the state will give a lot of seniors some vouchers where they can go to these farmers markets and buy fresh fruits and vegetables. But the farmers need to know how to redeem those. So we've got a training on that coming up that we're doing in partnership with the City of Gadsden, the Fifth Street Market. So the big thing I wanted to share with y'all today, kind of kick off, are these small business workshops. Will and I have been working together to bring these to our community. And this is a really great opportunity, and it's completely free. So if you've ever thought about starting a small business, we've got a resource for you. And it's going to be a 4-part webinar series. So if you're on today, then I'm sure you can sign on to a webinar. And so it's a 4-part series that we're going to have a physical opportunity as well, if you want to. They're led by one of our experts named Rick Zapata. He's actually not based here, but he's going to zoom in, if you will. And he's going to, for 4 different weeks, let me go on to the next slide. For 4 weeks, he's going to hold some Zoom sessions that's going to take you all the way through starting a small business. And that's, if you've already got a small business, these will be great. These will help you kind of dial in how to maybe answer some questions about what you've got, or how to maybe modify it to be more successful. And so these are going to be April 6th, 8th, 13th, and 15th. They'll be in the evening. So if you've got a job and you're working during the day, you can still come on it in the evening. There'll be Zoom links, and we'll record them so we can share them with you if you can't be there. And then if you don't have the ability to do Zoom, if you don't have a solid internet connection, you can actually come by our office and we'll have a projector set up and you can participate over Zoom, in person, if you will. So the 4 sessions kind of take you all the way from starting a business all the way through how to ensure that it's successful and you pay your taxes and everything. So the first session is just starting from scratch. It's just looking at selecting a product or service or how to form a business, and kind of protecting yourself from a risk management strategy. A lot of people don't always think about all the different issues that can happen if you don't set it up right, if you don't set up an LLC, and if you do an S corp, or if you're doing it as a sole proprietor. There's some different ways you might want to form your business so that something happens, you're protected. Session 2 is about business economics and marketing, figuring out what your profit margin is, figuring out where you're going to locate your business, and selecting who you think your customers are going to be. Session 3 is business plan, really developing a formal business plan and how to develop a website for your business. Session 4 is all about the exciting stuff, all the bookkeeping and the taxes. So whether you whatever sort of business you have, making sure that you're compliant and don't run afoul of any regulations, and keeping really good books so that you know if you're successful. You can register for our workshop online. We've got a little QR code, so if you're there, I think you should probably be able to zap it with your phone and take you right to the form where you sign up. It's free, but we do need to know that you're coming. And we also have there's one important question. We want to know what sort of business you're interested in or have already started. And that's so that we can tailor these workshops directly for the people in the class. If we have somebody who's interested in starting a coffee shop, they're going to have a lot of different needs, of course, than someone who's interested in starting, I don't know, some sort of agricultural program. So it's a real quick form, and it'll just let us know that you're interested, and we can send you the Zoom information from there. Let's see. Here's my contact information. We're available all the time, even if it's after hours. You shoot us an email, we'll get back with you real quick and let you know whatever we can do to help. We might not have a program already built out for you, but what's really great is that I can pull in one of our experts, one of our regional agents or specialists from across the state, from Auburn or A&M, and we can develop and spin up a program right there for you. So that sort of wraps up the highlights of my presentation, but if you've got any questions, I'm happy to do my best to answer them, or at least find an answer.
Yes, if you have any questions right now, you guys feel free to pop those in the chat. If you didn't see, that's right here.
Hey, Will or Eric.
Hey, Jonathan Tang, go ahead.
Hey, quick question. You'd mentioned the Safe Serve class, Eric. How often does she do that class? Do you know?
Hey, Jonathan, repeat that one more time. Hang on.
I'm sorry.
Here.
Sorry, you're there?
All right, Jonathan, one more time.
Yes. How often does the Safe Serve class is conducted? Do you know, Eric? Oop.
Okay, I'm back. The Safe Serve classes are delivered on demand. So I know we've got folks doing them most weeks, coming and going. So if you're interested in that, if you want to give us a call, we can connect you and get you on the calendar right away. But I don't know if there's any standing classes, especially right now during COVID, because we're trying to keep class sizes real small and tight.
Thank you.
I don't know that we have a current connection. I know I was able to hear from the current man of folks on our United Way agency call, but I don't know that we've got a direct programmatic connection. But if there's some way that we can, if there's some resource they need or some program they need delivered, we're ready and willing to help.
Thank you. I'm on the board and always looking to interface with other community organizations where we might have some synergy there. Thanks.
I was getting Eric's screen share taken down so we could see your faces. Whoever's, we need to turn the cameras on when you ask the questions. More personal that way. But yeah, we are excited to partner with them. They actually approached us about partnering with the small business workshops, and we were excited to help out with that. So we actually haven't sent anything out yet about it, but we'll be sending that to all our members of the chamber and also getting that word out there and getting that, that sent out and publicized. Looking forward to it. It'll be a lot of great information for, Eric said, if you are starting a business, or if you're already in business, or if you know someone, it'll be a great resource for that. Do we have any more questions before we wrap up? I don't see more questions in the chat log anywhere, and no one else is asking more questions. Oh, hang on. Nope, it's just comments. Kathy said, thanks. Looking forward to session 2 and 3. Sarah Hudgens says, thank you. Thank you guys for attending. But if that's all we have, Eric, do you have anything you want to add to that?
No, the one thing I forgot to mention is that one possible outcome that I've heard that is positive actually from the small business workshop that they've held in the past is that if you're thinking about starting a small business, you may learn from this workshop that it might not be for you. You might learn why this might not be for you when you kind of learn about all the different requirements for you to keep good books and all that. It might not work out. So going through this process will help you develop a fully fledged business plan, and you'll be able to kind of hit the ground running. But you also might decide that you might want to go a different path and explore different opportunities. So I appreciate everybody tuning in today, and I'm looking forward to delivering more programs with the chamber and with all of our community partners.
Well, Eric, thank you again so much for taking the time this morning. Thank you all for tuning in online. We'll go ahead and turn off the recording really quick.